Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Empress Aries 888. My name is Tanya. But please like on the way in. Gives me an energetic donation to the channel, helps me tune into you. Flip the roles as you see fit. Take what resonates and leave the rest. And let's get this party started and call in spirit. Let's do it. Spirit guides and angels of your whitest light, please give me a clear message for the collective, one that brings healing, hope, and understanding of their situation. Protect me as I open myself up to channel these messages and protect my beautiful collective. All right, all right, all right. Thank you so much for those who have tuned in, shown up, and shown out. We so appreciate you. Let's do it. Let's do a little Reiki, baby. Let's get it going. This is the Black Obsidian. Helps with protection, with clearing the air, my friends, which is always a good thing. If they can stay still, that would be nice. But they like to roll around. So put them over here to roll around all they want over there. See? They're rolling around. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Just rolling, 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 rolling. Let's get some energy here. Protect my space. Thank you. Thank you. Now, I don't have the bowl of loveliness. I just have my little froggy thing. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, we're gonna make some noise up in here. All right. All right, all right, all right. What are we doing here? Let's go on. Let's see what we got, my friends. I think that's all I'm gonna do. Yeah, except for one more thing. I got one more thing. Up from the top. Yep. There you go. All right. That's good. That's good. That's good. Some more. All right. Let's try and see what we got today for the energy. And energy is energy. It's not gender specific or even astrological. I do point out astrological signs, but that does not define a situation because you could have Gemini in your chart. You have more than one, say for instance, Gemini. I'm picking on Geminis, but I'm saying you have more than one astrological sign in your chart. So just look it up. There are free programs that you can look up your birthday, like punch in your birthday, and it'll give you different ascendings, rising, that type of thing. Look it up and it'll explain it, my friends, because I'm not an expert in astrology. So what energy do we have here? Thank you, Spirit. Oh my God. Creativity. It's in the reverse. But you love to devise new ideas, innovations, and forms of illumination. So somebody is not using their creativity, not focusing on creativity. Not that they don't have it, they're just not, I don't know, like in the mood, or I don't know why. Or maybe they just don't have that a certain gift. We all have different gifts, right? What else, Spirit, do you have? Oh my goodness. Expression. I'll take only one, and that's the bottom one, which is expression. And that's in the upright. You are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. So somebody is expressing their feelings. But creativity is in the reverse, though. Why is that, Spirit? Give me one more card, please. Respect. You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. I'm just taking three for that particular one. So basically, there's creativity here in the reverse. So somebody isn't using their creativity, but they're using their voice. They're expressing themselves. But that is creativity, though. With the written word, the spoken word, expression of any kind, whether it's vocally, whether it's intrinsic, is creativity. So maybe they're not recognizing that as creativity. I don't know. Respect. You value everyone's respect. And maybe you're expressing that. But why is that not considered creative, though? That's kind of weird. Why is that? Is somebody else saying that to you, that that's not considered creativity, or that's not creative, or that's not considered creative what you're doing, putting you down? That's what it sounds like. Let's go into it. Let's see. Somebody's saying that you're not creative, that that's not considered creative. Who cares what they think? Are you serious right now? Please. Hang on here. I gotta stand up. I'm gonna stand up and do it. Stand up. Stand up. Yeah, you got to stand up for yourself. Somebody's saying that about you. If that's what's happening, Spirit, confirm or deny what's going on here. Why is somebody saying they're not creative? Thank you. King of Cups is here. So this is a person that's balanced in their emotions. Cups is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, maybe compassionate, supportive. And just because it says king doesn't mean that that's not you. You could have more masculine than feminine. But this is a person who's balanced, understanding, and supportive. And it goes along with this respect and expression of love. So this could be you. So what is the issue here, Spirit? Come on, man. Give me some more, please. Give me some more, please. What's this about the King of Cups? I want to find out about this creativity in the reverse. And on the floor, of course. Hang on. Let me get it. The Devil's in the reverse. So I don't know if I should take it because it went on the floor. I'm not going to take it. Spirit, give me one more card, please, or two more cards. Oh my goodness. You hear that? It's like an emergency. What is going on? Somebody's yelling and screaming out there. Hang on. What's going on up in here? Oh boy, a lot of people coming. Somebody's coming. Your company's coming in your life. Something's happening here. There's a bunch of people talking. It sounds like Two of Swords. There's been a decision, a mental conflict, something that you've had to deal with. Maybe you had to compromise yourself. You're at a crossroads in your life. And there could be other people. Like there's a bunch of people chit-chattering, talking. There's an ambulance that's going by or a fire truck's going by, like an emergency or 911. It's almost like there's a bunch of people talking about you, like gossiping about you, or all these people have an opinion about you. Maybe people think that you need intervention or something's wrong with you. And it has to do with the way you're creating something and expressing yourself. It's causing a lot of chaos in a lot of people's lives. 10 of Swords. This is individuals that have betrayed you. This is people that have created a lot of obstacles in your life. These are people that hurt you. And they've had an awful lot of access to you to do this. So maybe you're in a mental conflict because of what you're doing to express yourself. That is creating a whole lot of problems. Look at this. Choices, 7 of Cups. Options, choices, decisions. You have a lot. There's a lot of illusions, or there is an illusion that what you're doing is creating mental conflict in a family. You might have a lot of people in your family, or you may have a group set that's like family to you, and they're saying that what you're doing is not creative, and they're sticking their nose where it doesn't belong and saying that their opinions matter and you need to listen to them. And it's almost like this emergency. We need to get together. We need to do an intervention. Or they got together and they talked about you. The subject was about you and what they need to do to stop you from doing whatever it is that creatively that was going to express yourself. And it was going to be respectful, but it was like you have a lot of respect coming to you, and that's what was bothering people. A group in particular. Yeah. There's an ending though. Death is in the upright. It's like you were living under the illusion that these people were your friends, that these people had your best interest, because that's what they said to you. But they were just there to block you. Believe it or not, even if it's family, people are here for on their journey for a reason. They're here to. Some people are here to block your progress. Some people are here to stand in the way of you having love in your life. Some people are just ops. They're opposition. They're not, and they could be dressed up as family, friends, even lovers, love interests. So there's a lot of people, like it was outside, a lot of people that are talking, gossiping about you and wanting to stop this creative flow. And they have, because it's in the reverse. Whatever you were working on, you stopped because of people. Yeah, because of people. Spirit, give me that creativity again. Give me that creativity again. What happened here? So you have creativity, or you're a creative individual. 3 of Wands is here. Yeah, progress. They're here to stop your progress. Deaths. They wanted to end any progress that you had, and there was a being, if you didn't hear it, as confirmation here. Three of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. So they were really any long term plans or stuff they tried to block you, and they had for a long time. And you tried to respect their wishes, and you did. And it could have been in love. Two of Cups. You didn't go towards a partnership based on these people and their opinions. Maybe there was somebody you had respect for. Yeah, somebody that you wanted to express your love for. So it could be two of things. One is that your creativity was blocked. You might be a creative person, but you were blocked because of individuals that had a lot of opinions. But I feel like there was also an expression of love that you wanted to give somebody and you had respect for, and they changed your mind. They turned you away from and turned you a crossroads. You were at a crossroads and you compromised to your own detriment because it broke your heart to do it. That's what it is. Seven of Cups. They said you have so much choices, and they gave you all these illusions and options. You have so many choices. You're young, or you have so many people that want you. Why are you settling for one person? And you ended a connection with somebody that could have grown, that could have had progress. And Two of Cups. Yeah, it was a love interest that you didn't give into. You gave into the opinions of other people. Mm-hmm. You blocked your intuition. Five of Wands, and this is like this really had a lot of conflict in your life and struggle. It's created a lot of conflict and struggle in your life because the roads that you were taking based on other people's advice only blocked you in life. Yeah, it only blocked your creativity, and it blocked your happiness because you've never been truly satisfied with the choices that you've made. You compromised yourself to the point where you resent the whole damn thing. Yeah, King of Pentacles. You could be a King of Pentacles. Could have financial success, a measure of happiness, but look, it's all Five of Swords, all conflict. You feel defeated. You were manipulated. You feel manipulated by a bunch of people. Yeah, your nostalgia. You're thinking about a person you gave up. Six of Cups. Yeah, you made quick action based on other people's opinions. You got rid of a high priestess. Oh yeah. Well, and you went towards, it looks like on the bottom, it's Queen of Swords. Mm-hmm. Magician. Oh, let me keep going here because there's more crap here. Let me see. So magician. So what's this about? Injustice. Somebody was determined to do this. Somebody was resourceful in turning your head, but there's justice. There's cause and effect based on this. Somebody's going to suffer the consequences of this. It could be a Queen of Swords. Nine of Wands. Oh man. You've had to persist and be strong through all of this. There was a lot that went on, a lot of gossip and a lot of hate for a union. A lot of hate for a union, a lot of disagreements, a lot of people having their opinions. Let's see about this. Let's go into my Heaters card. Spirit, why did they want to block a connection? And you could be a creative person, but you've given that up. You've given up an awful lot. And I feel like as you're looking back on stuff, you feel like you gave up too much. And now you're in a resentful mood. 1331. Yeah, you're fighting back. You're growing up and you're realizing that what happened here was not fair to you at all. Tap into your intuition. You already know who this person is. So this is somebody that you didn't use your intuition, but through the years or through the time of separation between the person you wanted and what happened, like the time period, you're using your intuition. The person hating on you has narcissistic behavior. So this is a person that likes to control. First of all, a narcissist is a controlling person. Somebody that's a fake spiritualist, could be either a tarot card reader or somebody religious that uses religion to trap people or to guide people in the wrong direction. Yeah, fake. Their persona is fake. Yeah. Anything else? Oh my, we're running on. Oh yeah, the unexplained freak accident could have happened to you. Also to block you. Somebody has a personality disorder. They don't know how to be themselves. They just know how to be a fake person. Causing you to miss out or lose an opportunity. This was what the narcissist wanted. Yeah, but why though? What the hell is this about? So they didn't want you to have this love opportunity. So they put obstacles and advice in your way, meaningful You know, we love you, we mean the best for you, and we think that you're just running into something that is not in your best interest. You're still young, you still have options, you have a lot of people. Why do you want to like lock yourself down with one person when you have all these other people, you know? And this is going to go nowhere, and you're going to be stunted in life. 15:15 on the clock, and you agreed. You ran towards another connection that blocked you, a person who's a fake and could be using, like magician could be using magic to control the situation. I feel like a lot of people control the situation through their negativity, and they're under judgment. And you could be attached to these people. You could be under judgment if you're the person doing this, that you walked away from a person. Yeah, you could be. You didn't use your better judgment, and I feel like you had the opportunity to go against them, but you felt like you were outnumbered, and it was easier just to go along and get along, and it's to your own detriment. They were so like fierce about it. Pretender. Maybe you're pretending to be happy, but I feel like this whole thing was pretending. It was a fake friendships, fake concern. All of this group went against you like an intervention and was like in your face about the situation, being so adamant about it, and also using manipulation to control you, and you went along with it. Yeah, fear of change. You had a fear of change. You didn't know what your life would be like if you went in that direction. You felt like you're going to lose everything. And so, no transformation in the reverse. You stayed the same, and now you're resenting it. You're resenting it. Spirit is working with you. You're receiving downloads, and you're feeling regret about it. One more, Spirit. Thank you. Yikes. And there was no transition. Know your worth. Self worth is a big thing. Self worth is a big, huge thing. If you don't have it, other people are going to control you in a lot of ways with manipulation. It's when you have self worth and you know who you are, nobody can change your mind. But this was a very easy thing for them to do, and they blocked your creativity, and they blocked this connection. And they're under judgment for what they did. But you also are suffering by being in the by 1770 because of what you did. You didn't stand up for this connection like you should have. Maybe you ghosted the person. A multitasker. Maybe you have like way too much that you're doing. Yeah, you're working hard to get where you need to go, but you're burning yourself out basically. Or somebody's working really hard with magic and all that nonsense. Yep, somebody's a toilet paper hoarder. Hello. Toilet paper hoarder. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Garbage. It's just somebody is a base person. Full of shit is what I'm hearing. They say things, they do things in a manipulative way to get their way. They're controlling you. Whether it's through sex, whether it's through crying, tears, whatever it takes, false sense of I love you. Yeah, you went towards a person that's a manipulator. You were manipulated by a bunch of people, and then you went towards a person that continued that in your own house versus now they're friends doing it, but now you got somebody in your life doing it on the regular. And they do it through crying, through tears, through fake crocodile tears, all to get their way. Basically, they're full of shit. That's what it's saying here. That's what I'm getting from that one card. Yeah. And you could have a family with this person, or these people you considered family that gave you advice. You considered them your family, and this is what they did to you. Travel. You could be in the travel industry. You could like to travel. This is a relationship here. You might have to travel to be with another person or give up this family, is what I'm hearing here. You don't have abundance. You're taking a financial hit. Yeah. You could have a family with this person, is what I'm hearing. Nice guy. This is a person who could present themselves a certain way, guy or girl. They act like they're gifted, but it's in the reverse. They don't have any spiritual gifts. There's no happiness in this connection. Bliss is in the reverse. You feel like you're imprisoned. They're clocking your moves. They're telling you what to do. They boss you around, and they manipulate you through tears or fighting or ghosting you or like silent treatments. withholding sex. I feel like at this point you don't care about that from this person. You don't even want that from this person. But it all looks good on paper when you guys take pictures together. It's like, ooh, look at us together. You might travel, go places with this person, but it's all like money lost. It's all like behind after the camera snapped. It's just a miserable situation. This person might do like tarot or have a platform, but they're phony. They're copying other people's channels is what I'm hearing, and they're pretending it's their own. Yeah, they're pretending it's their own. They're watching tarot card readings, and then they're doing card readings exactly like that other person does. They're a copycat. They don't have any gifts of their own because of what they've done. Their ancestors are like, I'm out, deuces, we're not supporting this. So they don't want, the consequences on them, your ancestors. So this person's ancestors. Yeah, Empress in reverse. Ooh, a manipulative person that, oh my God. Yeah, that's bad. That's the person that you're with. Oh my God. So you gave up a relationship with somebody else, and this has caused a lot of problems, devils here. That's Capricorn energy, but it's going down a really bad road. Black magic in the reverse. So somebody was trying to perform black magic on you. 10 of Cups. You really thought at first this was going to be a great relationship, but it was all manipulation. This person was using something, and you could have been using something, if you know what I'm saying, substances, to even get through the situation, or the two of you together were doing stuff. But it all looks good on photos. But look at it, 7 of Swords. This is a person who's a sneak. This is a person who's your opposition. And they've kept you stuck, 8 of Swords, bound to them. That's why you feel imprisoned. Oh my word. And I feel like you're finding this out and you're really resenting this whole situation. The Chariot, yeah, you haven't been able to move. You haven't been able to do anything. You haven't been able, anything you do is being watched. The only thing you can do is this. Maybe you're in a depressive state, thinking about somebody else. Yeah, this is craziness. Any other thing, Spirit? Yeah, 6 of Cups. There's no victory here. There's no victory. This is something you've had to stand alone or stand up for, or you're trying the best you can. Working hard, 7 of Pentacles. The Magician's in the reverse. It's like your wishes are not being granted. Your wishes are being blocked because you're with a person who is suffering karmic consequences for their nonsense, and you're with this person, so you're getting the backlash of it. But you also did your part by listening to the wrong people, not going with your intuition. So you're working hard and hardly getting anywhere with it. But I don't see the person so much as I see you. If you're reading, if you're like, I see your person here, but I don't see you very much here. I see this karmic relationship here. But there's no success in this person's life if that's what you're tuning in for. They're working hard and they're absolutely miserable with somebody that's taking their money, that's controlling their life, basically, because they listened to the wrong people that were very adamant about the two of you not getting together. So what do I have here, Spirit, as advice from Spirit? Be true to yourself. Amen. You may not ever understand what's going on in their life, but you can always figure out what's going on in yours. Tally ho, the universe. So focus on yourself is what the Spirit's saying. Be true to yourself. And I mean, family, friends, it's wonderful, but if they're going to block you from your happiness, they're going to say, give you terrible advice, and you're going to go down roads based on another person's opinion, you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. You have to be true to yourself. If you know that you want to go in a certain direction, then be very certain that that's, the people that you have surrounding you are going to support you and not block you. 24 on the clock. One more card, Spirit, before we get out of here. And I feel like if you're the person that's wanting to know about this situation, now you know. But what this is teaching you and teaching everybody listening here is that you have to be true to what you want to do and not be bogged down 24/42 on what other people say. Because there's always going to be negative Nellies out there, and they're always going to be, I'm doing this because I love you and I just want you to be happy. You don't want me to be happy if you're blocking the road to my happiness and trying to stop me. Everybody has to make their own choices. When people start sticking their nose when they don't even, in your business, it's like, what is this about? These people have done nothing to help this person out at all. Your person, if this is if this is your person, or if you're the person they've done this to, they've done nothing to help you. All they've done is block you. So what does that say about these people? Use your intuition. You know what I'm saying. 25, and o'clock here. John 7:38. Whoever believes in me, as scripture has said, rivers of living water will flow from within them. So you gotta get yourself right with God. First of all. Pray. If you haven't started, get on your knees and pray. Because this fuck shit, this is for the birds. Listening to other people, it's one thing when you're a kid and you gotta listen, but you gotta take advice with a grain of salt and not as if it's law. You've allowed these people to control your life for far too long, my friends. Get on your knees and pray, and then get the hell out of there. Aries, Capricorn, and Taurus. That's what I have for you today. Thank you for joining me on Empress Aries 888. Please like and subscribe and join my tribe because I'd love to have you. Till next time, be safe out there, my friends. Be blessed.